If you are new to my channel, please smash the subscribe button or follow the page. Like the video and leave your comment in the comment section so people will learn from you and follow your page too. This is the true life story of a lady who bent her friend's visa because of jealousy. Find out what really happened between these two friends. She needs your advice. Please don't just watch and pass. You might be the one that will save her life. I was the owner of this apartment, and out of my kindness, I decided to accept my friend to live with me until she gets her own job. At that time, she had just arrived from the village. She had nothing on her that could rent her a house. This friend of mine was not contributing a dime for the house rent. She was staying with me for free. And not only is she not paying house rent, I was also the one feeding the house. I just liked my friend and wanted to help her until she finds her own job. At a point, I wanted to leave the country because of the situation of things. My target was Canada because there were numerous job opportunities at that period. The problem now was money. I needed the sum of 700 million old Ghana cedis for this relocation to be possible. I was left with only one option, which was to borrow from people. I went to my parents, my boss and some other friends I had at that time. This incident happened few years ago. Fortunately, I was able to raise the sum of 700 million old Ghana cedis, and immediately, I started the processing of my visa. I never told anyone about my traveling to Canada because I was scared of telling the wrong people who would do anything possible just to destroy my plans. I kept this information from my roommate as well. I wanted to surprise everyone and to leave them guessing where I could have gone to. The visa was ready and I was so excited. I began to notice that my roommate was no longer friendly with me. I would tease her a little and she would shout at me with rage and so much aggression. This left me wondering what could have gone wrong. Then something strange happened. 2 days before my flight to Canada, I was busy arranging my things when my roommate Angela suddenly walked into my room. It was obvious that she was not in a good mood. She began to ask me if by chance I was planning to travel out of the country. I was shocked because I never told anyone about it. To me, it was a secret, so how come she already knew the plan? We had a heated argument which made me to leave the apartment for her so we could all calm down for peace to reign. I went to the market to buy foodstuffs for both of us, not minding how troublesome she had been recently. I returned home exhausted only to realize that she had packed her things and left the house. This gesture left me worried because I had never wronged her in any way. I feed her, clothe her and do all sorts of things just to make sure she is happy. I was resting on a cushion when I decided to check my visa in the file where I had kept it. I opened the file but the visa was no longer there. My heart began to beat very fast. I grabbed my phone and began to call her number, but she did not pick up my calls. I was frantic and overwhelmed with anxiety. But when I rushed to the backyard, I saw that my visa had been set ablaze, or my visa has been set on fire. My friend, out of jealousy, did not want me to travel out of the country. She felt I would get richer and become better than she was. My eyes were filled with tears. All of a sudden tears began to flow down my cheeks. The papers were burnt beyond recognition and I could barely know that this was my visa. I wish I knew her evil motives. I would have cancelled my trip to the market. I wish I knew, I would have lived alone instead of squatting with a friend that would destroy my life. Had I known, they say, is always at last. I had already contacted the agency that would employ me in Canada. Everything had been arranged. The journey was supposed to take place in 2 days' time. And someone out of jealousy and wickedness ended up ruining all the plans. It took me 2 months to recover from this trauma. I never saw my friend again. I had to settle those that I had borrowed money from. Because of pressure and depression, I had to relocate to another city, so I went to Kumasi. I was on my own when I received a call and the caller pleaded with me to come to a particular location. Since it was business, I had to honor the invitation because I really needed money to settle my bills and clear my debts. But when I reached that location, I realized that it was my friend's cousin. I wanted to turn back and leave, but she told me that Agnes wanted to see me. Immediately I heard the name, I was consumed with hatred and bitterness. I wanted to kill her myself. So I followed her to a particular house, but on reaching there, I realized that my friend was on a sick bed. She was looking so lanky and her skins were wrinkled. She could not even recognize anyone, neither could she speak. Her mum was with her and the doctor and the nurses. Even in that condition, I still wanted to strangle her to dirt. But her mum fell on her knees and they began to cry and beg me for forgiveness. According to their story, they have gone to native doctors, churches, everywhere possible, but the strange illness would not cease. She had been in that critical condition for 3 months. It was then that she managed to tell her cousin that she once burnt her friend's visa because of jealousy. It was with this confession that they decided to search for me until they were able to get my contacts. Please follow the page and like the video or else I won't continue. I'm begging you, please subscribe to the Girlfriend Morrison page. Let's continue the storyline. The mother was on her knees crying, same with the rest of the people in that room. They said that only my prayer can heal her. But I was asking them about my 700 million, about my visa, about the job I missed in Canada. Right now, I am very confused. The cousin and some of her friends are promising that they would refund me the 700 million which I used to procure the visa which she later burnt, but is that really enough for all the pain she had made me pass through? I feel like crying at this moment. Please, my viewers, now that we are family, I believe that you have what it takes to guide me in this problem. I want to know the right decision to make. Should I pray for her? Or should I just leave her to die? Or should I collect the 700 million that her friends and relatives have promised to give? How am I even sure that they will keep to their promise? Or I should let them refund the 700 million to me before I pray for her to heal. Don't watch or listen to this true story and pass as if nothing happened. Today it's her, tomorrow could be you or someone you endear so much. Let's help our sister who is in a very precarious situation. Follow me on all social media platforms as Girlfriend Morrison On Facebook am Girlfriend Morriso Evans Sina. Instagram girlfriend_Morrison_Evans_China. On TikTok am Girlfriend_Morrison. Don't forget to like the video and leave your comments. See you tomorrow with another interesting content coming your way.